I feel like I start doing this in the car every time this song comes on.
It was just like one of those things where I had believed it so much.
We saw some times together.
There's a chance that as I stand, I will explode.
I love somebody making death threats on my behalf. It makes me feel so flattered.
What was the telephoned question that we got?
We're the first.
Oh, well, that's not fun.
We can let you know next week it was Drew and Stephanie's Drew.
Oh! Then I have the question that we're gonna ask her. Was Bowen Yang ever mean to you in college? Yeah. That's good. That's good to know. Or that's good to ask her. Yeah. She'll have something. She'll have something for that.
And the answer is genuinely no. I love Bowen so much. We saw some times together. We did comedy together in college. I was on the sketch group, he was on the improv group, and there was one other Asian person, Andy Zhao, and we would do all the comedy festivals together. There is this legendary photo of the three of us sitting in a hallway of a college, and it's digitally glued, or juxtaposed next to a picture of three pandas. And it's a legendary photo that I don't have Facebook, so it's floating somewhere on the internet somewhere, and I deeply want to find it. But no, Bowen is amazing. Do you bring your skateboard onto set? Do you feel like it's a relaxing thing for you to get to do while you're not filming? And how do you feel like that makes your life a little bit more complete?
That's a good question. I'm assuming that she asked that just purely based off pictures of me. I'm gonna be honest, I don't skateboard, guys. I'm a fraud, okay? It is what it is. I don't skateboard, I'm sorry. I tried skateboarding, it didn't work out, obviously, because I don't do it still. So yeah, there's that, I'm sorry. I loved your movie though, it was really good.
Is there anything that you do on set?
To kind of relax me, you know what? I chew a lot of gum. I literally go through a pack of gum a day, every day I'm on set. It's like bad. Like the craft services guy the other day, I went up to get my daily pack of gum, and he's like, just take the whole box, dude. So, yeah. I would say that's kind of my relaxing thing. I'm always chewing a piece of gum. What is the funniest story you have working with Rebel Wilson? Because I'm very jealous you got to work with her, because I think she's hilarious.
All these big questions and I have no answers. Funniest story.
Can you also do it two-camera?
Yes. I was planning on doing it facing down. Yes, I'll do it. One time somebody went up to her and was like, Rebel, Avantika's so beautiful, like inside and out, she's amazing. And Rebel went, if you ever look at her the wrong way, I will slaughter you in your sleep and your dead body will be nowhere to be found. They came and told me this after, and I was like, thank you so much. But also, I love somebody making death threats on my behalf. It makes me feel so flattered. What was your earliest memory of, oh my God, I want to do this, like I want to be in this industry?
That's a good question. I'd say I was pretty young. My parents brought us back to the US in 1984, and then that's when I really became connected to television and film. So I'd say like around age 9 or 10, I was like, there's nothing else I can do in my life. I don't know what people are prescribing me of what I should do with it, but I just know it needs to have a lot of creativity and it should always inspire me. And I knew this at a really, really young age. But then in high school, when I started to see the possibilities of how people made money in this like creative world, I was very much inspired then. I was like, okay, this is it, nothing else, yeah. What is your favorite childhood fairy tale? And why?
Okay, I think my favorite fairy tale was Santa, just because my family has always gone full out for me when it comes to Santa, whether if that's reminding me to make cookies for the reindeers, seeing the carrot being bitten. I don't know who did it. Whoever did had the gnarliest teeth in my family. And also my sisters copying the papers and burning them a little bit, leaving notes inside the Christmas stocking. It was just like one of those things where I had believed it so much that I would do anything to make sure that the reindeers were taken care of. I would even forget about the presents because I would come back and be like, did they eat the carrots? You know, and I guess maybe it was my dad. And then the funniest thing is that I found out he wasn't necessarily real because I had asked for something and I guess shipping was a problem. So there was just a printed piece of paper of the picture of what I wanted. I think it was like a mini fridge or something like that, and it was like, coming soon. And I was like, I don't think Santa would send me a picture of my gift. And then it came in the packaging and it had like my mom's name on it. I was like, this is you guys, wasn't it? Yeah, it was a very dramatic moment, you know? It was like me in front of the door, turning around, my whole family was facing me, and I was just like, you guys are Santa, right?
Does it still have like this place, in your heart?
Oh, for sure, for sure. No matter how old I get, I'm still gonna make cookies for Santa, AKA my father. What is your most memorable meal? Just any type of food that you've had that you just like can't stop thinking of.
That is a very good question. I think food is awesome because like you can share so many memories through food. So because of that, there's like a lot of different meals that I remember that have been amazing. But I think just like time spent with my family, family meals, my mom making dumplings back at home I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters, so 5 of us plus my mom and dad and all of us like running to the table eating her cooking. I think those are probably the most memorable meals that I've had. What is, or has there been, a book or bit of poetry that you've read that you found was like revolutionary into how you think and how you act in your day-to-day life?
That's so hard because I'm like the kid that grew up watching fan fiction, Wattpad stuff, so like it's cringy to think about the stuff that I was like consuming. I think one of my like core memories of like a book that I read would be when I read Crazy Rich Asians for the first time. So it's a book that you pick up and you're like, you read it in a day, and like I remember just the wave of people that were reading this book and having it be something that felt so unapologetically Asian, and having so many people consume it for the first time who maybe didn't have the same cultural background that I did, but still enjoying it for what it was. I remember talking about the book with my grandma and having her be able to contribute her experience and her life story of like living in Hong Kong and visiting China and going to Singapore and all these different places, and being able to connect with my family off the basis of a book that might have seemed silly but was so revolutionary to me and my experience, and to so many other people as well. So Crazy Rich Asians. What song are you currently listening to that makes you feel most like your life is a music video?
Oh, that's a good question. Okay, I have one. Oh, I have 2. Can I say 2? Okay. 2 songs that come to mind when I think of what makes me feel like I'm in a music video. There's a song called So Hot, You're Hurting My Feelings. I feel like I start doing this in the car every time this song comes on. And Wandering by Kehlani. I listen to that when I take walks, and I feel like I'm like in an enchanted music video. My question to you is, what color are you feeling today?
I'm feeling it's like an orange, but it's also brown, where it's not quite orange or brown, but it's like kind of muddy right now.
Orangey and brown.
Wait,
too.
Mine was orange, and now I feel like you're not actually
Well, no,
orange.
I'm orange and brown.
Okay, mine was orange.
I'm feeling green. I feel a little purple.
I'm feeling purple too.
I feel a little
Yeah,
purple.
I'm purple.
I'm feeling platinum.
That's not a
color.
Purple or bluish because it's gloomy. It was gloomy this morning.
White.
Why are you feeling white?
Because I noticed my outfit is very different from everyone else's.
What is your favorite word?
Ooh, my favorite word would be, canoodle. My favorite word is canoodle. It means to cozy up next to and to find, I believe, comfort in. Canoodle. What makes you feel at home?
Oh God, what makes me feel at home? What makes me feel at home? My wife and my dog. No matter where we are, I will always feel displaced if I am not with my wife Amanda and our dog Auli'i. Eugene, what is happening in season 2 of Loki? Please, tell all of us.
That's really the question? Thank you for that question, Josh. Unless you're trying to get me fired, or you just think it's hilarious that you think that Disney and Marvel doesn't have a microchip on my neck for any time that I even mention it. I got a little buzz just now by saying both of those things within 15 seconds. So there's a chance that as I stand, I will explode. So I cannot answer that question, but a lot is happening. So much that they're gonna use green screens and stuff. And I can tell you one thing, Loki's in it.